I'm Daryl. I'm one of your organizers. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's 8:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, and we'll be getting started very soon. Let me just give you a quick peek around the room to see who's here, and we'll see you soon. Say good morning. Say good morning. Uncross your arms and say good morning. Here's our coffee sponsor, Amanda. Say good morning. This is our YouTube live audience. Say good morning. Don't look so mean. Say good morning. I love it. Good morning. Welcome to 1 Million Cups. How are you this morning? Say good morning. Exactly. There you go. And that's Ashlee. She's one of our presenters this morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, guys. And there's Matt. He's our MC of the day. All right, hey, we're going to be getting started very, very soon.
I know, trying.
It's going to be great. I'm stealing your pen.
Do it.
How are you? Good, I'm Casey. Nice to meet you.
Oh boy. And where do you... It is.
No, well, she just wanted to know because I felt like the 2th anniversary. She didn't get I don't think I can understand that already. She did. I don't know if she did. So yeah, she already got it.
So the goal is, since you come once, you have to come at least every night. If you have somebody who you love, you got business here. You have a full-time job and you're launching the business. And you get one. I got a book to go with it. Of course you can. We can pass notes back and forth. That's what I like.
Oh, yeah.
Just like in school, right?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, and I know you do many things that can answer. I thank you for being to be here today. Yes. Chase Banks. Yes, I met Chase. And she told me about this. I said I'm flying up. And it's all about that gut health.
Yeah.
Used to be a blood pressure medicine for 22 years. Cholesterol. Yeah. Listen, me too. I was 18 years old. And now I'm not doing anything. I dropped 45 pounds. In the past 14 months, gut health, I'm looking last week for a combination of Alzheimer's, leaky gut. That leaky gut can cause Alzheimer's. Everything starts in the gut. And that's why I'm here. I feel here to show that I'm all that I do. Be able to do this and let people know I can do it. This is a commercial. This is it. And the fact that in all 50 states and 50 countries and nobody knows about it. And they're not medicine. It's a document. But you know that that's not it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Chapters down there.
1 million
Cuts, yes.
starting in just a moment.
Can I flip the camera?
Double click.
Ah.
No?
Where do you need to be?
I think right where he's at is under the screen for a normal tall person. We have giants, that's on there. Yeah,
All
right.
right. Please take your seats. We're about to get started right now. Wrap up your conversations, grab your coffee, and grab your seat, please. Ooh, like we're in a theater. Look at you, look at you, look at us. Thank you. Welcome to 1 Million Cups, Detroit Metro. Glad to have everybody here this morning. How's everybody doing out there? You okay? We're all right. Love that energy. Love that Wednesday morning energy. 1 Million Cups is across the U.S. There's 120 other organizations just like us meeting, helping business owners help business owners together. We have 3 presenters for you today. We're very excited to get to them. By a show of hands, who's a first timer? Who has a first time here? Excellent. Daryl is going to be coming around. He's going to be giving out notebooks with pens. Make sure you get one of those. We're so happy that you're here. Yes, indeed. While Daryl's handing those out, a little bit more about 1 Million Cups. Make sure that you do sign up. Matthew's coming around with the iPad. If you haven't added your name to it, make sure that you do that. It helps us remain eligible for grants and sponsorships. All right, so we got our first timers. If you were a past presenter, let's see your hands right now. Amazing. Thank you. If you're here for the first time and you're thinking about presenters or presentations or being a presenter, all 3 of those options, I'm doing great. How many cups of coffee have you had today, Matt? Not enough. We're working on it. We are working on it. But if you want to present, a great resource is to talk to a past presenter. They can tell you their experience and help you out. And if they're still here after presenting, you know that we got something going on. Let's see one more set of hands to our volunteer organizers. Our volunteers do help make sure that this thing stays on the tracks. I am your newest organizer. My name is Matt Noss, and I'm glad to be with you this morning. Yeah! Thank you. All right. Before I start kneeling, let's talk about our community partners. Our community partners here are Incubizo. Incubizo is this building. If you are looking for a third space, a place to podcast, if you're looking for a small office, have an event, this building can be rented throughout. Josh over here is the person to talk to about your inquiries, and it's an amazing place. The Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber of Commerce is they're in the building today, and we couldn't do this without them. I'm here for you. Oakland Thrive and Picture Me Perfect and Key Lane Photo, our community partners that we couldn't do this without. All right, today our presenter is Maddie D from Midnight Mixers, and our coffee sponsor is Revamp Clothing. And we have Amanda Sweet here. We'll bring them up in just a second. Next week is our town hall. PJ will be our host for that, and our coffee sponsor will be Jim Poole from the Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber of Commerce. If you are interested in being a coffee sponsor means that you actually bring all the coffee, you bring some snacks, but because you do that, you actually get to come up here and pitch your business. They are the only people who can pitch in this. Our other two presentations will be about constraints inside of the business, and we will help with those constraints. You can email us at DetroitMetro@1millioncups.com, get a date, bring the coffee, and then boom, plan for about a room this size. Or talk to Christina. She'll help you out as well. All right, well, let's bring up Amanda and let's talk about the Revamp, our coffee sponsor today. Let's hear from them. Wow, I love it. I'm so good. Here's your mic. Here's your thing.
Sweet. Okay.
All you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing this morning? Okay, Pixar didn't happen. So I'm gonna turn her on. Boop. Oh wait, did that work?
It works.
Video. Ha. Boom. There we go. All right. Yay! We did it! That was my presentation. Thank you so much. Okay, how many of us in the room like to thrift? Raise your hands high. All right. Okay, how many people like to shop for like cheap? Like super cheap? All right. And how many of us have too much stuff in our closets?
Okay.
All right, I have the solution for most of your problems. What's up, everybody? My name is Amanda Sweet. I am the founder and creative fairy godmother. Let's see, this way. Huzzah! And at the Revamp, we help people get fly, make friends, and save the world through community. You might be thinking, what the heck does that mean? Well, it means I have a shopping problem. And a lot of other people have a shopping problem. Oh. That means I turned a lot of people's shopping problems into a shopping solution. So imagine for $25, you could go to the Revamp Clothing Swap Festival 4 times a year, empty out your entire closet of all the things that you don't wear anymore, clothes, shoes, bags, and accessories, meet 800 other Metro Detroiters doing the same exact thing, and then get unlimited items to take home. Learn how to upcycle, watch local music, see all kinds of vendors, and then at the end we donate all of the leftover products to nonprofits. Last festival we diverted over 15,000 pounds of product in one day. We saw over 600 attendees, we had over 200 volunteers. It was a beautiful sight to see, and if you're a thrifter, you will probably cry when you walk in. So basically how it works is we bring in our very fancy cast of volunteers. They're called our brand ambassadors, and they take beautiful pictures to make content. Then we make the content, we share it out, and we host the festival 4 times a year. We do all of the remaining product we give to nonprofits across the Metro Detroit location, and then we start the whole thing right back over. The future of our organization, we're transitioning from a volunteer-powered organization. We've been doing this just for the love for the last 7 years. We love clothes, we love the community, we love our city, we love our planet, and we've just been doing the thing. And we learned that we need to become a 501c3 nonprofit. And what we're gonna do is to turn our volunteer programs into workforce development programs for the creative industry right here in Detroit. We have an amazing media team, we have amazing models, photographers, people who are writing for our publication, and there's not a real space like this for people in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, in the modeling industry. It's very hard to access, specifically here in Detroit. But as you know, Detroit is known for music and entertainment and influence and all of those beautiful things, and there's a large community of people here who are trying to make it in the entertainment industry, and we need to make a pathway for them to do that. So, we invite you to come with us, get fly, make friends, and save the world through community. On July 25th, we'll be at the Lincoln Factory, and we'll be at Chandler Park Dome in October. I do want to just open it up to questions. I know I said a lot of words. I said them very fast because I was sweating. What's up?
Where's the Lincoln Factory?
The Lincoln Factory is a block and a half behind Motown. So is anybody familiar with Recycle Here? No?
Yes.
So Recycle Here was built because The city of Detroit for many, many years did not have a recycling program. Recycle Here was a volunteer-powered recycling center and has now become the hub of recycling for Detroiters for the last 20 years. So we're gonna be hosting it in their facility. We're also partnered up this time around with the city of Detroit to do an e-waste drive. How many people have a box of wires that they're waiting to use? Batteries, old phones, old small appliances, they're like, this might come back into technology soon. Yeah, the city of Detroit is going to be accepting all of those items too on the 25th. So,
Is the 25th still able to, we can still participate?
yes, absolutely. Like, we are looking for vendors, so people whose products, I would say people who are retailers that sell clothes are probably the most challenged to sell at our space. But outside of that, if you're a service provider, if you're providing other kinds of products, we're gonna have 800 Detroiters there that care about the economy, they care about the way they spend their money, they care about shopping local, they care about the planet, and they care about each other. So those are $100. We're looking for volunteers and volunteer groups. So if you wanna get in for free $99, there is a way. Sign up as a volunteer, you'll get a meal, and all of your clothes are also gonna be free. Yes. What else you got? What's up?
I've been to your event before. They're always like super huge and super packed.
Yes.
I was just curious, how do you manage the scale of everything?
How do we manage the scale? So every time we're always looking for more volunteers. We have a very robust strategy. So people always ask us like, do you have like a place where you store the clothes? No, we are not in the business of storing clothes at all. Everything comes in same day and leaves same day. So we have a very robust organized, I like to call it the Ford Motor Company of clothing organization. We have a weigh station, we have a sorting station, we have a transfer station, and we are very meticulous about how many feet between the tables, can you fit a wagon, are we gonna be butt to butt? Like, we're very conscious of the flow in which the people will experience. Like, my number one thought is always, first the volunteer experience, and then second the customer experience. Like, are our volunteers gonna love this? Are they gonna hate this? If our volunteers are gonna hate this, our guests will probably hate it more. So we're always focused on that.
All right.
Cool.
Amanda, thank you so much. All right. And if you have more questions for Amanda and you want to connect with her, make sure that you stop by and say hi after the presentations today. Thank you so much. My gosh. I'm gonna have to start on cycling. If you're in the audience and you are ready to present and bring forward your business to this here swath of carpet, you can scan this QR code right here. It will have you fill in some information, and presenting is one of the most important things you can do, especially if you're in the beginning of your business. We're looking for businesses that are between starting and 5 years old, so being able to communicate what your business is about and where you are having constraints in your business is very important. I would suggest this to anybody who has not done it yet. Scan that QR code and begin that process. All right, our first presenter today, if I do this correctly, the Glam Bar with Ashlee. Ashlee's gonna come up here. Let's give it for Ashlee.
I've never used one of these things before, so let's see how this goes. Do I just click the middle button?
The one to the right.
Okay. All right, I'm Ashlee Maciejewski. I own the Glam Bar Co. The story behind our company is this one. In 2019, I got my hair braided with our fun festival colors at Electric Forest, and that really changed my entire outlook on like hair and its possibilities. Because I actually, despite what you see here today, I have very thin and fun hair, so that was like really cool to be able to have a really nicely styled look for the weekend and not have to worry about it. So then I came home and I was like, I'm gonna do that again. And I really struggled to find somebody who would be able to do that for me. And I didn't know how to braid personally myself. Then in 2021, I had my first baby and she was a girl, and so I learned how to braid her hair. And then I kind of got busy with life. Until 5 months pregnant, I decided to dive in and deliver joy, confidence, and self-expression through braided hairstyles. So about us, we are a mobile festive hair braiding and hair styling service. We do braiding events such as something called Braids and Brews, Daughter's Day Out, and Braid Socials. The Braids and Brews are when we teach girl dads or women who just never learned how to braid. We teach them how to braid beginner braiding. Daughter's Day Out is where we partner with breweries for most of these. And so then we'll have different like fun little accessories, colors, things you can put in the girl's hair, and they'll come out and spend the day with us doing that. Braid Social is kind of like a Mary Kay Tupperware type thing, where if you host a party and you bring guests and that you have like, let's say 7 paid guests, you'll get X amount of rewards for having paid guests come to your home for the party that you're hosting. We've been really successful with sports tournaments recently. So we do sports teams, birthday parties, brand activations, and themed parties. Like I said, recently we've pretty much just been doing like community events and the sports tournaments. Softball has been a really big one for us. So my biggest challenge has been a lack of business folks to bounce ideas off of, because we're only 2 months operational, almost 2 months operational. So that QR code up there is a Facebook group that I created for, basically it's like a free mastermind where it's pretty much just me right now and they're asking everybody questions. There's like 65 people in there actually, it's very quiet. So if you guys want to join and ask questions, and we can help each other out at any time instead of just on Wednesday mornings, that'd be wonderful. And it's called The Becoming, so if you see that, you know you're in the right place. So one of my biggest challenges besides that is that as you can see, I am very pregnant. I started this 2 months ago, don't know why, but I did. And so I'm essentially looking to better my logistics and kind of like get out of the day-to-day. So let's see here, I have to stay on track. So I want to be able to get my supplies and equipment on site since we are mobile, and compensate without breaking the financial model. And I'm deciding between like a storage unit with a trailer or a cargo van or multiple storage units, because we do everything down to like Van Buren, Allen Park, Taylor, all the way up to Brighton, South Lyon, we've done Westland, so like kind of all over. And my girls are all over too. I have a team of 11 girls already. So that's one of them. And another one is how to get more pre-booked, pre-paid events to reduce risk. Because like when I don't know if anybody's ever done like vending things, you have to pay to go and just like hope people will walk up to you. So I'd like more of like pre-booked events. Okay, so what we've tried so far, so as I said, I've never been out of the operations yet. I'm still planning and training lead workers. I have thought and created clear SOPs. I thought to have a cargo van or a trailer. Trailer was obviously my first option because it's cheaper, but then it requires having staff who can braid and trailer and own a car that can trailer, so that's like a logistical nightmare. So then I went to go try to buy a van, and I still currently am looking, but then I'm having difficulty finding like a cheap one that they will give me a business loan, because I found a couple of them and they're like, one of them didn't do financing at all, and then another one was like, we can do it but only through personal loans. I was like, okay, that's lame. Then I've been pushing, I think this is have been pushing for directors to pushing for sports directors to push out flyers with QR codes, so that way their girls on their teams can pre-book, which has been working really well. It just am kind of like reliant on those directors to actually send it out and like give a crap about like us getting bookings. So I've been quickly severing relationships with people who don't do, in my opinion, proper marketing. And then we've also been trying like the braid socials and birthday parties and like pre-booked group events like that. Those ones I've hosted I think like 3 of them so far, so I'd like to get more lessons I've learned. I need a cargo van so I can deploy teams. SOPs need to be clear with menus, which we have. sign-in sheet, which will help with like keeping track of like if there are cash lockups, like they have to sign in. If they're signed in and I don't get the cash, well, someone's in trouble. I need to find a dealer that can do business loans and have a fairly economical option for a van for me. And the tournaments have been very, very popular, but they are hit and miss on the pre-books and walk-ups. So what can you guys do for me? I'm just repeating myself incessantly here. So how can I logistically stay mobile and out of the day-to-day and have my lead worker pick up the equipment and fulfill work and make it profitable? Because again, they're coming from all over. So if they come from the south, they go up to like, let's say Milford, where my warehouse is, and then I have to go back down. Like some of them are kind of, oh, that's not worth my time. And then how can I increase pre-booking to know how to better staff these events?
Thank you, Ashley. So if you want to connect, and we have your information here, but right now, what we're going to ask is for you to hit back for us one more time. And these are the things that we're asking the community for help for. So if you're out there and you have something that is, oh, I know, I've done this. I've worked in booking. I do events. I do things like this. What we're looking for is you to come right over here and help us out. And we're going to give some advice right here for Ashley on her business. And if we can come over there, that would be great.
Or if you know anything about cargo vans, like what's a good one? What's one that's like, no, don't buy that. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So how much equipment are you going to be moving?
I have photos here. Were they on here?
Yeah.
So that's our setup right there. So it's like a 4-foot table, 3 chairs, a 10 by 10 tent, and 2 rolling carts and like a small plastic bin of supplies. So it's not a lot, but it's enough to where like if you have a car and not like some sort of an SUV, it doesn't fit into your car.
All right, so we're still looking for some people. Come on over here, especially if you're in lending. No, it's all right, it's all right. Let's go back to our apps. Let's just fast forward into there. And there we go, kind of logistically stay mobile and out of the day-to-day and have lead worker pick up equipment and fulfill work and make it profitable. That's our first one, and how can I increase pre-booking to know how to staff better? All right, so that's what we're looking for right now. And I think we have our first question coming over here.
Or if you have any connections for like, if you have children in sports teams and you want to give me their coach's number, I'll take that.
I think it's a great idea. I love what you're doing because it kind of fills a niche that you don't see in the marketplace. Some cultures, they learn to braid at a very, very early age, but as we go into more integrated communities, people that don't know how to braid, where do I go? How do I fix that? Do I go to somebody that's going to charge me $500 to braid my daughter's hair, or $100 and it takes 8 or 9 hours? How do I learn to do this? So my question is, who's your audience? Who's the exact audience that you're looking for, or that you're reaching out to?
Yeah, that's a good question. We were actually discovering that. We were discussing that last night. And for the softball, it seems to be 12 years old and younger, and anything older than that, they're too cool for that. So that's as far as for the tournaments. But then when it turns to like the braids and grooves, or even the braid socials, I've gotten a lot of adults, like I say, girl dads.
Okay.
So
I love the girl dad idea because I'm a girl dad and I still can't braid.
Yeah, and if mom's away, you're in trouble.
And I'm a pop, so my granddaughter, I can't even braid her hair.
Yeah, and it's something that you guys can do together and create like memories and a bond, and yeah, it's really, really popular. It's just I need to send somebody else to go.
So the
fill it
pre-booking, that's the question. How do I increase pre-bookings to staff better? What are you using to pre-book? Are you online? Are you social media? Are you doing it through the website?
So all of that. I'm currently using Fair Harbor to process the bookings.
Okay.
And right now I've pretty much been using, so I partner with breweries, so I leverage their community. And then I also post a lot in community groups, but then I'm like reliant on them because, so for example, I was supposed to have a braids and brewery yesterday, but the Northville Novi, because it was supposed to be in Northville, but the Northville Novi group, for whatever reason, put me on like punishment or something.
Uh-oh.
So I wasn't able to post in there. So we didn't have a very good turnout. So I'm like, we're new, so I don't have a big email list. So it didn't go. I usually get like between 19 and 25 bookings, and I got 3.
Oh, wow.
So it was a big difference from being locked out of that community group.
Yeah, that's part of the process that you need to have the control over.
Right.
So, you know, there are tools out there that you can use, and you have control over all the bookings, and they should come through your site. We'll talk about those tools later. But there's some other folks out there. But yeah, you really need to have more control over that, so they come through your portal. Make sure that you are gathering email addresses from everybody that show up, so you can start to build that list up.
I'll run them down if they don't put it
There you go. Just like we do here.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Twin. Hi, my name is Daryl. Good to meet you, Daryl with First Hill Marketing LLC and Duracell LLC. That's a music brand, not a battery brand. Anyway, so I wanted to just offer some tips, because something that stuck out to me was having access to what you need when it comes to ticketing. First of all, I looked on your infrastructure, definitely the website, and bring everybody into a hub, and that's an enhanced link tree, you know? Or you can even have your website in the link tree so that they're getting all the goodies.
They have a website, but it must not be on the link tree. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I did not see it. There's some SEO things that you can do to get it ranking so that we can find you when we look up the Glam barcode. And in terms of like getting more bookings before the event, post more on social media, make reels, you know.
Have you seen my social media? I'm posting.
I check.
But more? You think more even?
Posting more about the event,
Okay.
being more strategic with that, and then potentially using Square for bookings. Like pick your event day, pick the venue, use Square for the actual ticketing and capturing, because Eventbrite is totally post everything. Post event, they're gonna release the funds after the event and things like that. That way you can have way more of a quicker access to the ticketing emails and capital through Square. And you can still pick the day as well.
I'm using Fair Harbor.
Fair Harbor? Okay.
Yeah, and they actually do give me access right away.
Immediately? Okay. Well,
But I want to chat with you about how to utilize that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would love to talk, about getting some SEO and pointing quicker to that website so we can get it, even if it's through a Google Business Assistant.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello. How many people? Okay, I want to make sure I saw a line behind me. Good morning, everyone. My name is Quinn Wright. I am a financial planner, and I have my own practice, Quinn W Financial Planning, in addition to serving the community on the City Council of Madison Heights. So I come with a couple unique hats that I wear. And what I wanted to suggest to you was when you think about these questions, I want to answer a question with a question. At the core of why everyone is here and how we even determine who we talk to is like, what's in it for me? Like, how can you say, how can I logistically stay mobile and out of it and get a lead worker to pick that? What is going to be in it for them to do that role? What is going to incentivize them is really more the question you want to ask. Like, for example, I came up here to invite you out. For example, in our city, we do a thing called Revenue in the Heights, which is a car show, which you're all welcome to be a sponsor for. But it's a great opportunity to interact with the community and to get your name out there. And as we all know, there's no silver bullet to marketing and getting in contact with people. You need people to refer you to people. Yeah. And that's the only silver bullet. But coming and doing stuff like that and getting other people to say, hey, come out. And so I'd invite you to that. I'll tell you, and also I'm a girl dad. I have 3 daughters, and I've intentionally not learned how to break. Full disclosure, don't tell them I know they're not watching this. But just don't send a link. They got phones now. Don't do it. But just remember when you ask these questions, like, what can you offer those people to do those things that make it worth their time? Yeah. And getting a van is there's some options out there. I'm sure you can probably find a great grant writer in here to help you. But again, what can you offer people that'll make it worth it to them, incentivize them? So, there you go.
Thank you. I do pay my people really well. I'll say that. Probably too much.
Hi there, my name is Melissa McClary Davis, and I just have just a quick question for you, because I just joined your community. You're on Facebook, right? Are you a part of the Detroit Women's Leadership Group? It is a very large women's community on Facebook, and has all the resources, people that you'll find out about events, how to do the cargo van. It's called the Detroit Women's Leadership Group on Facebook.
Okay.
I just want to come up here and tell you that. It's a great resource for us, and it's very encouraging, because I know, who's a part of it? Yeah?
Yeah,
Very good group.
yeah, thank you. Detroit Leadership.
Women's
I'll find
Leadership.
it.
Hey girl, hey.
Hi.
Hi again. Okay, I have a couple quick questions for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what your minimal viable product is to be profitable in one outing?
Like how many bookings I need?
Yeah.
Well, not off the top of my head, but also it depends on every setup is different. Like some people let me come out for free,
Right.
and some people make me pay.
Depending on the vendor
Yeah.
fee. Do you know how much it costs to send an employee for one, like let's say that the vendor, here's my ask to you, is figure out what your MVP is, your minimal viable product. If you know it's gonna cost me, the business owner, plus the staff person, no matter what, plus the vendor price on top of it, it's gonna cost me this much and I have to do this many braids to break even.
It's about 5 to 6 because I pay commission.
Perfect. So I'm wondering if you could, for the ones that you're a vendor booth at or you're for free, reach out to your online community and say, our first 5 are half off, or first 10 are half off to hit your minimal viable product before you even get there. And then our next 5 are 25% off. So pre-book. If you pre-book, it's gonna be discounted.
Right.
You can maybe raise your rates a little bit.
Right.
But in that sense, you are guaranteed, like you're doing the work to guarantee, and you're also leaning into your community. What I think you could really do is lean into your people and say, what do you want to pay for this? What would it take you to come out to one of my events? Would you come out to this random softball game to get braids by me because you're going up north next weekend? Like, what would you, so go to your community and say, what would you come out for?
Yeah, I have been, I think what I'm hearing is, I have been leaning on my community to try to funnel them to come to the already scheduled events. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I have been doing that, but I could do what you're saying and offer a discount for further incentivize them.
I would love for you to have all your minimal viable, you broke even before you even get there based on offerings you give to your community or special offerings you give to the place that you're booking with. Right? It's like, hey, your first 5 are half off or whatever the price needs to be.
Yeah.
And then the other question that I have for you is, it just escaped my brain.
But that you take it offline.
Yes.
So they'll connect,
Yes.
and then they'll connect with you.
Let's talk.
We got about 2 more minutes.
I need 5. Let me stop. So a couple things really quick, so I only have 2 minutes. First thing I was thinking about. 1 minute. Okay. Jawan Buford, founder of Go Givers Project, sales management, entrepreneur. There's 3 things I thought about immediately when I was listening to you. Number 1, create scarcity, right? Create a situation where people feel like FOMO. Like if I miss out on this event, if I don't pre-book for this event, I might not be able to participate. That's something I would consider doing as well, creating scarcity within your actual network.
Like we have X amount of spots for this.
Or
month.
saying, look, if you don't pre-book, if you don't register by this time, you may not be able to participate, right? So I'm looking at your pictures, it looks like people are having a really good time.
Yeah, they are.
And it's not, so what you're selling is really not even just the braids themselves, kind of like the gas station. People come in for the gas, but they buy the other goodies. I feel like the braiding is important. That's how you generate your income. That's the gas. People are coming to these events because of camaraderie. They're having fun. They're enjoying themselves. They're building a community, right?
Exactly.
People want to participate. They want to be a part of that. Create a little bit of scarcity. Hey, these events are selling out. We're having a great time. Look at these photos, these pictures. You want to get in, you got to pre-book by this time. And that also helps you better budget properly for the number of people who are coming. The other thing that I would consider looking at is you have a lot of hair braiders, and it's a very tight-knit community, as I'm sure you're finding out already. But you have a lot of people who didn't make it in the shops, right? They couldn't cover the overhead, so they're working in these little small studios, right, throughout. Yes. Go online, headhunt, look for those individuals, right? Because they need the business. They're gonna be more inclined to work with you and do it at a discount. And then also you don't have to worry about the quality. You already know, they know what they're doing, right? The last thing is this, I don't know how much money you need or how you're collecting your revenues from the tickets, but Stripe is a service that I love. I started utilizing Stripe about 2 years ago on a more frequent basis. One of my side ventures, like one of my verticals I don't pay much attention to, I did about $10,000 of revenues through that. Stripe offered me like a really low interest $20,000 loan. So a lot of these banks, a lot of these CDFIs, a lot of these micro lenders, you know, if you're not looking for something that's 25, 50, 100K on up, it's kind of hard to, and it doesn't sound like that's the case. No. You probably just need an extra $5,000 or something like that. You can utilize Stripe. I don't trust PayPal that much. Don't strike me for saying that. But there are QuickBooks, for instance, as well. If you're collecting revenues for your events with QuickBooks or Stripe, they will offer small business owners $5,000 and $10,000 loans, really low interest, highly competitive. It's something to consider.
Yeah,
just some
right.
practical advice.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all reminded me of things. Yeah.
Brief as you can, Jack.
Hi, Jack with Global Payments. That's great. Nice to meet you. Thanks for sharing. So just real quick, a couple things that I noticed. You know, a lot of people can get braids in different places. When I think about your business, it's all about the experience, right? And the feeling that you get to go to an event or to have an event with you to get it done. My daughter had pediatric cancer, leukemia, at a very young age, and so she lost her hair. She eventually grew it back. You know, whether you have hair or you don't, there's different organizations. Like for us, it was Blood Cancer Foundation of Michigan. There's the Rainbow Connection, which deals with a lot more children with other diseases and illnesses. But they hold events all year round. And I guarantee that you would be a great partner for one of the organizations, and there's so many out there, if you haven't already.
I've been trying to figure out how to make that work. So
I can connect you with a few of those organizations.
Yeah, I have been looking into nonprofits. Like I've connected with Susan G. Komen and a couple other, and I want to do like an affiliate where because they do races, and I would love to bring pink into their hair when they go do the races. And so I'm offering them an affiliate link to blast it out to their people. So I don't know if that maybe I have to. I don't know for that one.
Even the when I saw on your website the how-to braid, I think is a great thing because of the kids. Like, let's say my daughter who didn't have hair, she still wants to know how to braid like her doll.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
That type of stuff. So just thinking out of the box.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Amazing. Ashlee, thank you so much for presenting today. Hopefully you got a lot of good things. If there was one thing that's top of mind, what was the thing that really stuck out to you right now? What's the one thing that you're thinking?
Oh boy, probably what she said about learning my MVP and knowing my numbers a little bit more.
Absolutely. Ashlee, everybody, thank you so much. All right. Next up, we have Maddie D from Midnight Mixers. Madeline Darden, please come on up. All right. Yep. This will advance it, and as long as you kind of stay on these squares, you'll be just fine. Thank you so much.
Hello everybody, what up? My name's Maddie D. I have a couple business ventures, but today I'm here to talk to you guys about my mobile bartending service, Midnight Mixers. There goes my picture, that's me with my setup. So before COVID, I started in the hospitality industry at about 14, and during COVID, I realized I needed more skills and got into cybersecurity, but I do have a lot of time in the hospitality industry. I do like it when people like taste my drinks and it makes them have a good time and it makes them smile, makes them happy. I do have a lot of experience at Detroit's top bars, so that's kind of what made me want to monetize my skill set, get rid of the middleman, and found this business to elevate bartending and bring that same like elevated experience from those bars to people's events. So what I do is I curate all of the bars so you don't have to worry about the bar setup for your event. I come up with custom cocktail menus that are customized to your event theme. I've just now started getting into mixology classes, so I'll be throwing my second mixology class at the end of the month. And I can also cater to corporate and private events. I feel like what makes me different from a lot of the other mobile bartending services is just the experience that I give, like just being fun. And then also being certified. I have all of my business documents in order, and then I'm also certified to serve alcohol responsibly through Tips and ServSafe, and I could be insurable. So I think that's kind of what sets me apart from some other bartenders, because I have everything that you need to take that stress away from the bar setup at your event. I think my biggest challenge right now is scaling up. From like one-time events, I want to be able to have more of a recurring income stream. I think that will come with growing my brand and also connecting with more people in the hospitality industry, like caterers and wedding planners, people that get, my clients in all the time, and then also connecting with some venues. And if I could get like a corporate account, that would be pretty cool too. What I've tried so far, a lot of social media marketing, I would say, to try and build my business, showing up in spaces like 1 Million Cups and coming today, being in the room. And then like I was saying, I did start doing mixology classes, so now I'm not really waiting for people to book with me anymore. I'm going and curating these events and experiences myself. And I do still need to get my brand and my website fully developed. It's kind of drafted at the first version right now, but I definitely want to continue to make it better. As far as lessons learned, I would say that word of mouth and referrals are still pretty strong. Making experiences interactive with my guests and getting different partnerships, like I was saying, with other people in the hospitality industry. I do see that social media by itself isn't enough, and I did, like I say, want to move past those one-time events so that I can scale up. So now that you guys know a little bit about my business, what you guys can help me with is connection of some of these people that I was talking about, like event planners, event venues. I have also been connecting with some Detroit-based like whiskey brands and liquor distilleries to try and get sponsorship. And then also my question would be, how do you guys think that I could build more of these partnerships and opportunities for recurring income? So yeah, that's my spiel. This is how you guys can connect with me. And definitely come and talk to me if you're interested in learning about how to bartend. Thank you.
All right, it's ready to Midnight Mixers. All right, so we're gonna go back to the community ask here. And if you have experience with the connections piece, or if you have the answer to how can Midnight Mixers build more recurring partnerships and corporate opportunities, obviously we have some people coming around right now, so I'm gonna hand the mic over, and here you go. Sorry, don't be front.
Hi, I had to take notes because I didn't talk. My name is Carmen, and I'm 20 years food and beverage hospitality person, so like I'm with you. What I would do, think back to the restaurants that you worked at, if they're still open, and try to connect with the beverage managers to see about any like promo bottles and things like that that they get. Because sometimes it's just like some blue Goldschlager and nobody really drinks it at the Chanel Hotel, but you might be able to make something creative with it. So ask them about any sponsored bottles or free bottles that they might get that they aren't going to use. That might be a way. Ferndale Parks and Rec is right here. They have a senior group that has wanted to do a wine tasting, a cocktail class, things like that. So that might be a niche you might be able to get into. Small groups of people that just want to do something fun. And I think that partnering with Ferndale Parks and Rec would be really good. And then get connected to all of the chambers of commerce. I don't know where you live, but for example, okay, Southfield. For example, Madison IMT's Park Chamber, they do events here, right? So let's say that they're doing a panel dinner, they order catering, they pay for food and drink. Anyways, if you're a part of the chamber, they'll pay you to do the things. So,
that is one of my issues is spending money to make money. Like, I'm really scared of that initial investment.
I understand, but you can't be scared. So right now, like 1MC, you are in the room with the people, right? But sometimes events have a ticket price. And chambers of commerce are what, $100, $150 for the year, where you will get that money back in food and networking value in a minute. So don't be afraid, it is terrifying. And then lastly, like, get photos of your drinks in nice glassware, nice tablecloths. Get tablecloths, iron them, steam them. As a photographer, people that don't iron their tablecloths makes me crazy because I can't fix it. So get good photos of your things, and then you'll be able to build your website and your social media content behind it. And I'll give you my card because I'm happy to help you with that.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amanda. How are you?
Oh no, we've met. I need to keep my notes, but yes, you did a pop-up event at Bamboo before, and yes, it gave me one of the first events for my businesses last year.
Yay. That's exactly what I was going to remind you of. Places like Incubizo and Bamboo and Hunt Street Station and New Lab and Michigan Central, all of these co-working spaces are constantly doing programming, and you can just reach out to them and say, do you have a preferred vendor list? Can I be on that preferred vendor list? Can I offer you your first, 2 bottles included or something like that? Like, there's ways that you can do that, but like every community org, like 1 Million Cups, just like go on the internet and search like community orgs, co-working spaces, chambers, other organizations, and just ask if you can be a preferred vendor.
Okay,
That's
that's a good
on the top
idea.
of the list.
Yeah, girl. I know I got a network connection.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Michelle Armstrong. I'm with Ignite Sales AI. Nice to meet you. Pardon me? That one? There we go. Got it. Okay. So I have a few things for you. First of all, congratulations, because this is a big step. What I didn't hear is the uniqueness about you as a bartender. Okay? So when you say, how can I get more consistent gigs? Why would somebody book you? What entertainment value do you bring? So here, let me qualify this for you. What's your specialty? Is it because you're fun? I don't know. Is it because you're an expert? What makes you an expert? Is it because you teach? What exactly do you teach? And then your specific product, what do you specialize in? Are you the vodka girl who can find anything to do with vodka and make something amazing? Okay? Do you do challenges with anyone whereby you pit yourself against another bartender to prove your value? The next thing is you would want to look out for other people who cater to the same types of business. What that means is an audiovisual guy who's at venues, who's at events, is a great resource for you to tap into because they already have connections and they may be able to vouch for you, okay? And then finally, you're looking for more consistent gigs. Are you ready? You can toss me a quarter on this one. You ready? Okay. This is golf season. Many, many businesses are doing golf outings and sponsorships. On the 9th hole, is where a lot of fun always happens. And you know, they're gonna be drinking on the golf course. So why, I know, right? So why not position yourself with a golf club, one or two, be the ninth hole entertainment and service provider, and be able to be there every week, and people get to learn to know that, hey, you can find me at Red Run Golf Course, type of thing, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
So I was listening to you, and you have a lot of it figured out already. I thought I was very entertained by your presentation. Like, you know who you should be contacting, you know the type of organizations and individuals you should be taking aim at. So I have a question. Over the last 2 months, how many times have you leaned in and met with someone and actually leaned in and pitched them on your services? How many times have you done that over the last 2 months? Just ballpark.
A lot more recently, because I got the mixology class coming up. So like when I bartend and take care of my guests, I've been pitching them my event. But again, it's scary.
So here's the thing, and I just kind of smelled this out. Your issue is not necessarily your services. People have come up here and vouched for you. So I know you're good at what you do. Your issue is you're not pitching enough. If I were you, I'd be on an Eventbrite and looking at people who are doing regular events, right? I do an event every single month. And one of my biggest headaches is finding vendors, whether it's food, drinks, whatever the case may be. I hate that stuff, right? And there are a lot of other individuals who are putting on events all the time who struggle with the same thing. I would be harassing the hell out of them, right? And I don't mean just an email. I don't mean, hey, look at my website. I mean literally calling them every other day until they tell you, I hate you, I can't stand you, stop calling, right? How would I be identifying these event planners who are doing things, right? If you go on Instagram, there are events taking place every single week, and I know those event planners because some of them are my friends, and we all have the same issue. Where we're gonna get our next food from, when we're gonna get our next drink from, who's gonna help with this, that, and the other. Man, call and harass those individuals, right? Just because you came to the 1 Million Cups ecosystem, I'm already putting you on my vendor list to reach out to you about 2 months from the event that I'm doing, because I don't like buying wine, and I don't like transporting wine, and I don't like serving it, right? Why not you, right? And so what I'm smelling from your situation is you know who to contact. You're not contacting them frequently enough because you're shy. And if you're scared to make the contacts, find somebody like me who's very verbose, that's in your network, that is willing to make those contacts for you. But you got to turn up the volume. That's the reason why you don't have consistent business. You're getting the business. It's not coming in consistently because you're not prospecting frequently enough, right? If I were you and I was trying to make this full time, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just making a suggestion. I'd probably be reaching out to about 20 or 30 people per day. Literally by phone call, by text, and you harass them till they tell you, I hate you. You know what I mean? Do that. You got to turn up the volume. That's your issue. You're good at what you do. I'm not going to go into the advice other people gave you because all that advice was great. But your biggest issue is making the phone calls, making the contacts. You got to get over that fear and anxiety. Fair enough?
Okay.
All right, Maddie D. Sage advice, sage advice.
Yes.
All right, so you made your presentation. We had our community talk to you here. What's something that we're taking away from today?
It's stop being scary.
They don't talk about that part.
Stop being scary.
Yeah, we don't talk about it enough. It is scary, but it's what's got to be done. And I appreciate you coming up here. Let's get your information up here one more time. There we go, Maddie D, Midnight Mixers. Thank you so much. Amazing. All right. So just a few more things before we let you go for the day. The TV is over here. They have our upcoming events and workshops. There's always a QR code available for them, even when they're just spinning and they're not showing information at the exact moment I need them to show information. So don't you worry, they're there with the information that you need. I want to make sure we call out who Amanda used for coffee today, which is Coffee and Bark. Out of Berkeley and Hazel Park. So we want to say thank you to them. for helping with the coffee today. Thank you for coming. You are welcome to stay here. Again, this is a working office, so we ask that around 10:30 that you do lower the volume because we do have people working throughout the building. So, but you can stay, you can go work here as long as you wish today. And we would love that. And support our venue if you're looking for event space again and or office space. Check out that QR code or go over there and talk to Josh. We would love to do that. And one more thing before we end today, we do take a group picture. Picture Me Perfect is here today. We're going to get up here, so if you can get between this pillar and group together for us, we're going to take that one picture and then we will send you on your day. Thank you so much for being here. Woo. All right, and if I could get my presenters up front.
Are these Yep, these are brand new.
All right, guys, right here. Count of three. 1, 2, and 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3. Got y'all.